I just wanted to show you this, one of the inmates that I've been writing to for quite a while. He's a really good practitioner. And he wrote a children's story, which we have made into a book. And Miguel, who some of you may remember, who was here before, he illustrated the book. Somebody in Bangladesh colored it. Al, the inmate, was the one who wrote it, and then Kadro, our friend in Louisiana, made it into a book. And Venerable Sumpton coordinated the whole thing as we went through 111,111 revisions. Okay, so this is just the mock-up. It has a band across the front saying not for resale, but you can get some idea of the cover. Okay, it's an adorable story about Gavin, this puppy, who thinks that happiness comes from all sorts of wonderful toys. And so he goes in the park and, first he's just lying peacefully in the grass. Look at that. I mean, Miguel drew that. I think these drawings are fantastic. And then he goes to the park and he sees, one puppy from a really rich family who has all the latest things. Okay, his skateboard, his helmet, his sunglasses, bunches of toys, and poor Gavin is jealous. Okay, and then time goes on and Gavin meets another puppy called Bodhi. Okay, Bodhi's little. So Gavin, even though he's a puppy, is much bigger than Bodhi, and Bodhi's older. Okay, but Bodhi has something special about him because everybody in the park likes Bodhi. Okay, all the ferrets and the animals and everything. And I'm going quickly through the story. And then one day Bodhi doesn't come to the park, so Gavin is worried, and so he has this idea he's going to run over to Bodhi's house. So he knocks everybody over as he's running over to Bodhi's house. This poor chipmunk, all of his walnuts got scattered. So he arrives at Bodhi's house. The first time he went to Bodhi's house, he met Bodhi's mom, who said Bodhi has cancer. And so he's been sick for a while, so he's out today, but come back tomorrow. So poor Gavin is depressed, his friend is really sick. So he goes home and he's just like miserable. So his mom and dad, console him and talk to him and, let him know that this is what life is about. Even the squirrel, kind of tells Gavin it'll be better. So then Gavin decides to go to Bodhi's house again. And he gets to Bodhi's house. And who is in the front yard? A cat. And this cat, says, I live here. And Bodhi's my brother. And Gavin is going, wait a minute, a cat is saying that that a dog is her brother and saying, I live here. And so he has a hard time handling it. Finally, he gets to see Bodhi. He's so happy again. And then Bodhi's dad invites them all in to have a snack. And so here's Gavin, who cannot believe that he's talking to a cat. Cats are like from some other realm somewhere. And they have a snack. Gavin and Julie are having the snack together. And the cat food is the best thing that Gavin has eaten in a long time. He's going to go tell his mom to buy it. And then he and Bodhi start talking, and Bodhi, just explains to him, yeah, people get sick and I keep my mind in a positive frame, but your coming to visit me really meant a lot to me. And, I really appreciate your support. And so, when Gavin leaves Bodhi's house, he feels really different because he had this really close connection with Bodhi, but they weren't playing with expensive toys when they did it. Yeah. And so he really began to think, well, what is it that brings meaning and happiness in my life? And he begins to look at things different. And so now he's not intimidated by all the other bossy dogs in the park who would growl at him and pick at him because they were bullies and he was just a little puppy. Okay. So he really learned something very big. And now he can be with all the other dogs who used to be bullies, and they are all chasing the Olympic ball together. The end. Okay, and that's Al and Miguel. This project has been a long time in working, to get it all put together with the people and all, but it's quite exciting. And I think Al, the inmate, will be totally thrilled when he sees it. Yeah, he'll be so happy. And he's writing another story now for children whose parents are incarcerated.